When therapists first talk about the idea of the inner child, sometimes people think it's a metaphor or an abstract concept you have to imagine into existence. But the truth is, your inner child is already here. They're the living emotional memory of who you were when you were young, carrying both the light and the shadows of your early years. They're not a fantasy. They're a part of you that has never stopped existing. And learning to talk to your inner child isn't about inventing something. It's about reconnecting with a part of yourself that has been waiting to be heard. Your inner child's main language is emotion. Sometimes those emotions arrive in a soft, playful way. Other times they burst through in an intense, unfiltered form. Sadness, fear, shame, joy, longing. These feelings often have roots in moments when you didn't yet have the skills to regulate or make sense of them growing up. Alongside these feelings are your inner child's unmet needs of safety, of love, acceptance, and parental mirroring. Permission to be yourself, the freedom to express without fear. When these needs weren't met consistently in childhood, they didn't disappear. They became quiet drivers of your adult behaviors and emotional reactions. You can recognize your inner child most easily in moments of emotional intensity. This might be when you're triggered by something in the present that echoes a hurt from the past, or when you find yourself projecting feelings or assumptions onto someone else that really belong to you. In these moments, the emotional charge is often disproportionate to the situation because it's not just your adult self responding, it's your younger self saying, "This feels just like back then and I still need help with it." Those moments aren't signs of weakness, they're invitations to turn inward and listen. So how do you begin to talk to this part of yourself? This first step is to pause and notice when your inner child is present. You might be feeling small, unseen, rejected, or unsafe, or you might feel unusually joyful, playful, or vulnerable. Instead of brushing past these moments, take them as signals. You might even place a hand on your heart and say to yourself silently, "I'm here. I see you." This simple act can begin to build trust between your adult self and your younger self. Two of the most effective ways to deepen that conversation are journaling and visualization. So journaling gives your inner child a voice on paper. You can begin by writing, "Dear little me," and letting the words flow. Ask your inner child how they're feeling today or what they need right now. Don't judge or edit, just listen and be patient. Then respond from your adult self, offering warmth, reassurance, and the promise of safety. This written dialogue becomes a record of your healing process and a space where your inner child learns that they matter. Visualization is another powerful way to connect. Find a quiet space, close your eyes, and picture yourself at a certain age. Notice how you look. Notice his or her expression, their posture. Approach them in your mind with gentleness. Greet them. Let them know you're here to listen. Ask them what they need. Sometimes they'll respond with words, sometimes with feelings, and sometimes with silence. And that's okay. Just like with any relationship, trust grows through consistency. In the moment of a trigger, when your inner child is right at the surface, it's tempting to lash out, shut down, or distract yourself. But if you can slow down and turn your attention inward, you can respond differently. You might say, "I'm here. You're safe now. I'm not going anywhere." In that moment, you become the adult your younger self always needed growing up, the one who stays, listens, and protects. This work isn't something you do once and complete. It's an ongoing relationship. Just like any relationship, it thrives on regular contact. Don't wait until there's a crisis to reach out to your inner child. Make it a daily practice. Even a minute of check-in whether through a sentence in your journal, a quick visualization, or a quiet breath with your hand on your heart. You can strengthen that bond. Over time, the distance between you and your younger self will shrink, and you'll begin to feel a greater sense of wholeness and self-trust. The most important thing to remember is that your inner child doesn't need you to be perfect. They just need you to show up again and again with kindness, patience, and compassion. Every time you do, you're not only healing the past, you're shaping a more grounded, compassionate present. And in that process, you'll discover something profound, that you are not broken, and you never were. You were simply waiting to be heard. Now, if you'd like help connecting or reconnecting with your inner child, get in touch. Visit my website, book a free discovery call. Let's see what's possible.